my name is Brianna. This is for math discussions. We have our problem, which is cosine of inverse sine of negative square root of 3 over 2. And for this problem, we only want to focus on the inside, which is where the parentheses is. And you can do this by circling or putting a cloud over it, or whatever you want to use to identify that we're only focusing on the inside first. So, to start off the problem, we have the inverse sine of negative square root of 3 over 2. And we want to use the unit circle to help identify this. For the unit circle, we only want to use the right-hand side of it, since we're only dealing with sine. In the next picture, you can see I have the colors red and pink and purple. That's where we identify things such as sine. And if you look at the outskirt numbers, we have all of our cosines and sines. That's where you see 1/2, you see square root of 3 over 2. The 1/2 is the sine and, the 1/2 is the cosine and the square root of 3 over 2 is the sine. So for this problem, we want to find where there is sine of negative square root of 3 over 2. And that can be found at the bottom at 5 pi over 3. Yep, right there. We have square root of 3 over 2 as sine. But for this problem, we want to find the inverse of it. So as I drew the line at 5 pi over 3, I like to follow it up to the top half of the circle, but still on the right hand side to find the inverse. So at that part, I follow the line all the way up to pi over 3. So we have this to equals, so the problem equals pi over 3. For the next step, we're going to rewrite it including the cosine. So cosine equals pi over 3. Yep, right here. So cosine pi over 3. This is the next part of the equation. So for looking at the unit circle, we want to focus on the top half of the unit circle for cosine. And that is where the colors such as green, yellow, orange, and red is. That's above the x line. So we want to find where there's cosine of pi over 3. So look at pi over 3 and the cosine of it, which is 1/2.